4,500-pound F-22 Y-Pack globe valve, and a 2x1-inch F-22.
All right, no time to waste. Abbreviated show. Let's just dive in. And I'm not going to, Rico, if you're cool with this, I think we take a page from your college roommate. No, not studying abroad in Bulgaria. Open line format. If you've got something that's burning a hole in your chest regarding the Tigers or Lions, let's roll. No college football. We'll get to that Wednesday. I don't want to go too heavy into Scott Harris audio because we don't have a lot of time. I'll save that for Stoney and Rico tomorrow. But Lions last night, I have thoughts. And, of course, we all stayed up till 1:30 in the morning Friday night.
And Mike?
Yes. I know what this is.
What is it?
Zadarius Smith is no more.
No.
Oh.
Well, he's no more. He is retiring. No.
Well, he's alive. He's alive.
I said that wrong. Zadarius Smith is not dead. He's just professionally dead.
Breaking news. Lions safety Brian Branch has been suspended 1 game by the NFL.
Then why don't we just start there? I mean, look, I'm not going to speak for Rico. I picked you to lose the game. I thought you were set up to lose the game. It's just a spot. It's no big deal. It's prime time in Arrowhead against a desperate Chiefs team. Script writers were out. More on that in a moment. And you're down 5 of your top 6 corners. and you were down both your left tackles. It's just a game you're supposed to lose. You're still the best team in the NFC. I don't have any slander. But the Brian Branch thing really pissed me off. I can't lie to you. Because you know what angers me more? Is there are morons in this community that support it.
Yeah.
I listened to the morning show. Well, this is a sport played by men. What are you talking about? The game's over. A Hall of Famer goes to shake your hand, and you're busy, pimp slapping guys and starting brawls. Well, guess what, Brian? Now you cost yourself the ability to play on Monday night in a way more important game.
Yep.
And, Rico, here's the biggest thing to me. I want your take. He officially has a rep.
Yep.
He is never going to get a friendly call.
No. Mike, him along with Kirby, both are known as dirty players. I know in Detroit it's grit, but for the rest of the league and the other 31 teams, they're dirty players. And you're not going to get the calls. And refs are going to look the other way. And I'm sorry, you can't play the role of a bully, and then when somebody gets the best of you, now you're aggrieved. That's not how it works. If you're going to talk trash, man, that's okay. They got the best of you. The game is over. Mahomes is like, hey, man, respect, good game. You got problems with that. Why? Because you in your feelings? Well,
but Juju did something 5 minutes early. Man, grow up, will you please? Seriously? Now you can't play Monday night, and I'm sorry. I'll be shocked. I need to know what goes on in that blue tent. Kirby Joseph was in a wheelchair. He goes into the blue tent. He comes out like Michael Flatley doing a dance. Mm-hmm. What the hell did they do in that blue tent? I need some of that to start my. Right. Yeah, it was the Holy Ghost. But no, my Kirby crawled into the tent like Billy Ray Valentine, and he walked out like the drop we have. Let that Holy Ghost up out of you. I mean, you got to be kidding me. So look. We can go any direction you want. I mean, I have so much. We'll be talking Tigers all off season.
Yeah. But
Friday night, didn't you feel like Friday night was the living embodiment of everything we hated about this team?
No,
Scooble was great, but he wasn't great long enough.
No, Friday night was everything that was the Detroit Tigers. As you said, Scooble, good. Okay, you're playing great. Okay, you're playing bad. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. Here's your trade deadline, people. Okay, it was everything about this team. Okay, well, you're just in this thing and be done. No wait. We're going to stay on life support until finally, in the bottom of the 15th, known as dead.
Yeah, thank God. I couldn't take anymore. I'm like, can both teams just lose? Could both teams lose, and I just don't want to look at either of you. But again, like from a Tigers perspective, and I'll throw the number out, call in with either one, because we can't have a ton of structure in an abbreviated show like this. 248-539-9797. Rico, here's the biggest thing. When you look at the game and you look at the team, Kerry Carpenter gets on base 4 times. Your 2, 3, 4, 5 hitters, 0 for 23 with 10 strikeouts. And I still got to listen to Scott Harris up there saying he doesn't regret the deadline because it would have cost him too much to do something. Man, you know what? Get this guy some playing cards, like collector cards, and let him sit at home with them.
Yeah.
If that's all you're going to do is shine your Mickey Mantle rookie card, then we're never going to get along. I mean, it would have cost me too much. Oh, okay. Well, here's what it cost you. Your season.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, here's what it cost you. Tarek Scooble's last start in a Tiger uniform. Because to me, now you got one out, homie.
Yeah.
You've got to trade him.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, we talked. Right? Like, why didn't he go back into the game? I thought.
Mutual understanding.
Yeah.
No, buddy, you know what's going on. Here, you want me to say it for you and I? The opinions of Mike and Rico do not expressly indicate those of 97.1 The Ticket. Here's my opinion. There's a damn mutual understanding that Scott Boras has offered them. You want any hope of signing my client, he ain't going out there in 120 pitches. Got it? Good. That's my opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion. Can I prove it? No.
No.
But when they say there's a mutual understanding and the guy damn near never goes past 100 pitches, what the hell do you think it is?
When he finishes that inning, pitching as hard as he is, striking out people, like this is what legends are made of.
Needed one more.
Right. This is what, you know what? I can give you another inning. And if anything happens, feel free to come out that dugout and yank me out the game. But
I need one more.
Yeah. And I
Here's
think
the
had
other
he
thing.
pitched, Mike, they win.
And it kills me because Scott Harris did such a good job at the deadline with all these bullpen arms. I mean, why didn't they go to Charlie Morton or Chris Paddock or Paul Sewald or Montero? Oh, I know. Because they're either not here or they're atrocious.
Right.
The minute Canely came in that game, I'm like, okay, this is over. Like, I don't know, man. I have so much, and it's such an abbreviated deal today. I'm sorry.
You know what? When Canely came into the game, Mike, I think we all knew this was it.
That was the melatonin. Because 15 minutes later, you were asleep.
You had your choice. Either you just bring in Mize and you keep this thing going, or you bring in Canely and you cross your fingers.
And as far as the Lions go, guys, I'm not flippant about it. Unlike you guys, I don't think they're going to win every game by 1,000, and I don't freak out about a loss that you're kind of set up to lose here. It's not a big deal to me. Were the script writers out on that fourth down?
No,
you betcha they
no,
were. Yes, they were.
Mike,
yes,
I can't.
they were.
You are
dead giveaway.
You are too
Dead
smart of a
giveaway.
you are too smart of a man to deal and fall for this. There is no script writing. There wasn't.
Okay, explain this to me. Was a flag thrown on the play?
No.
Okay. So is that penalty reviewable? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
So why did 90 seconds go by, and then magically we're gonna have a bonfire at the 5 and roast marshmallows
Because
and we're gonna talk this through. No, I'll tell you why. Because New York buzzed down.
No, they did.
Yeah.
You know why? Because
Dead giveaway.
Every scoring play is reviewable. And during the scoring play, you know what it is? Think about it, guys. You've seen this before, just not on a play. How many times do you see a play happen? Referees huddle up and say, was there a receiver in the vicinity? No. Flag, intentional grounding.
You know what this was? This was Eric Ebron in Dallas 2.0. Dead giveaway. Script writers, y'all.
Oh, my
Look. They don't just. Oh, yes, because here's the other thing. How is it possible in 2025 for a football team to play 60 minutes and not have a single penalty called on them? Dead giveaway.
I saw Michigan's offensive line not get one holding penalty for 2 straight years.
Dead giveaway. Script writers. All right, Moran Chevrolet. Dead giveaway. Elevate your tailgating at Moran, Michigan's #1 selling Chevy dealer. Game days start with a 26 Silverado 4x4 crew cab. You can lease one starting at $179 a month, 24 months. The Silverado, $179 a month. It's the best pricing of the year. Also, the 25 Equinox LT, $299 a month, 36 months. Tire team at Moran. Their job is to make the damn process simple, and that's what they do. So find your ride fast and easy, MoranExpress.com, or stop by on Gratiot, just north of 15 Mile in Clinton Township. Moran Chevrolet, where you always get the best price, period. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. All right, so both Tigers and Lions in the abbreviated format are in play. You got something you want to rap about, let's hit it. Brian Branch is suspended for this Monday night. He should be. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You can be Tommy Tough Guy all you want. There's a price for it. So cool. You punched Juju in the face. Congratulations. Now you're not playing Monday Night Football. And I think there's a very real possibility Kirby Joseph won't be playing.
Yeah.
Plus 5 of your top 6 corners. Okay. You better pray to God that Emeka Ibuka's hamstring is toast, or that Mike Evans isn't back, or Bucky Irving's not back, because you don't have the people to cover him.
Right. All right. This is the one time where you may be able to buy yourself a little time because Tampa has no receivers as of right now. They're all day-to-day, so we'll see what happens.
But everything from the script writers to, Tiger baseball. No, I mean, I'm highly annoyed at Scott Harris. I'm highly annoyed at the answers given because it's a lack of self-awareness, and it's just a complete fallback. We'll play the audio over the coming days. Oh, I'd have to give away too much. Yeah, we don't care.
Yeah, I get that.
You wasted another year of Scooble, and the reality is, deep down in your heart, Scott, you're not paying him $400 million, so you probably got to trade him. So cool. You don't believe in windows, so it shouldn't be a problem, should it?
Nope. No, you're right.
Dead giveaway.
But, yeah, the script writers, come on, man. I immediately thought about you and was just like, here's what he's going to say.
They broke protocol.
Okay.
There's the script writers. Tay called down from the box. I demand a review. Taylor, it's not a reviewable play.
So
don't you know? And Taylor said, do you know who the hell I am and who I'm married to?
Okay, so did the script writers tell Amon-Ra to drop that 4th down pass?
No.
Did the script writers tell Aiden to go ahead and knock down Mahomes after running an extra 5 steps?
No, first of all, did Aiden play? Because the one play he made, he was singled up against Noah Gray at tight end.
Yeah.
Okay? He got dominated by a backup swing tackle. Have a nice day.
See, and I'm going to be honest. I know it's a shorter show, but that's a problem for me with Aiden Hutchinson this season so far. This was a game where he had to show up when you were missing defensive backs, injuries everywhere. He had to show up, and he didn't.
No, I just didn't think he was good enough. Period. I mean, it's just what it is. Oh, but he was in Mahomes' face. Yeah, on a naked bootleg where no one blocked him. And his one splash play, yeah, you guessed it. It was against a tight end, which, why any team, to Aiden's credit, why would you ever ask a tight end to block Aiden Hutchinson one-on-one?
Unless
that's
it's a
just
trick play.
fool-ass.
Right, unless it's a trick play.
Ridiculous.
Other than that, yeah, it makes
the script writers don't win and lose games, but they massage them. That's all. They massage them. They didn't force Amon-Ra to drop it, but listen, that opening drive was a statement drive, and I'm sorry. You know how this works, Rico. You've been around football your whole damn life. The Lions told the refs about the install of that play. And it's not an indirect thing. It's just like the Dan Skipper thing. This is the play we're going to run. This is what we're going to do. We need you to be ready for it. I wouldn't be shocked if Goff, out of the huddle, looked over at the ref. That's how it works. You don't believe me? Ask TJ.
No. I think what happened, Mike, was Goff never got himself set. Had he paused for a heartbeat and stopped running,
should have thrown the flag instead of breaking protocol because of script writing.
But once again, so is it script writing when all of a sudden you see the intentional grounding when the refs huddle up and like, okay, was there anybody in the vicinity? No. Okay.
Usually though, there is a flag before that and they decide if they're going to pick it up or not.
The flag indicates the introduction of a conversation.
No, I've seen it
there
where
was no flag.
No, I've seen it where there's no flag. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's meet. You know what? No, that doesn't. He was 15 yards away from where the ball went, and then the ref throws the flag.
Did give away.
No.
248-539. Rico, the bottom line is they weren't good enough last night, and that's okay.
They weren't.
You know, the Chiefs, they scored 7 points in the second half. You didn't come up with a stop when you needed it. You didn't have your pieces at corner. And sure, the Chiefs will tell you we didn't have our left tackle who had a personal situation during the week, and we didn't have Rashee Rice. Man, that's the league. But if you have a couple of your corners back, I could see it going a little bit different. I thought the offensive line played really well. I thought the running game is still going to be the weapon. I still believe the Lions are the best team in the NFC. So I'm not overreacting.
Over Tampa? I mean, it's funny that they played this week because I think this will settle the argument once and for all.
But here's what will happen. Lions will put 200 yards rushing on Tampa. Lions will have the ball for 35 minutes. It's going to be real hard for Tampa to beat the Lions until or unless they can begin to shut down the run game. And it's just something they're not able to do against the Lions. Did give away.
Just don't give the ball to Baker Mayfield.
No.
No. Just don't let him have the ball with 38
but it's
seconds.
it's just so funny. Like people like cookies are just so damn adorable. They're like little puppies in the window. The Lions are going to go to Arrowhead and they're going to win this game. No, they're not. Shut up.
Okay.
You've watched football long enough.
No, it's funny you
Script
say
writing.
that. No, it's funny you say that because we did the pregame show and he gave all the reasons. So I'm thinking, so you agree with me? No, the Lions are going to win this game. Okay.
No.
Like you just gave every reason why they're not going to win this game. And once again, it's not an indictment. It's nothing bad. You weren't going to win all your games. It's on the road. Desperate Kansas City team. You're
no
down
big deal.
secondary. Right. Just don't
Now, the
embarrass
Tigers-
yourself and you're okay.
The Tigers is a big deal. It's just, again, I don't think this town ever fell in love with that team. I don't know how much of this town was even awake for that game. And frankly, I think most people had a belief it was going to end. I mean, look, Scooble did everything. Your hitting stinks. You're up there. I mean, if I had to look at another Parker Meadows at bat, oh, my Lanta. I mean, A.J. Hinch doesn't use a single pinch hitter at all. At all?
Yeah.
At all? Didn't understand the bullpen usage. I didn't like Scooble coming out of that game. And, of course, they'll run cover for their guy. They have to. But I'm sorry. Here, I don't want to hearken way too long ago to a sport at a different time. But I remember a guy headed to free agency who went 10 complete innings in the World Series before heading to free agency. His name was Jack Morris. I have a hard time believing Tarek Skubal was done when the last three pitches of the game were 99, 99, and 101.
No, he wasn't. Oh,
Come
Mike,
on now.
Once again, no, it's why you talk about certain people and they're revered. And Skubal had his chance to really cement his legacy. And seems like, feels like the opinions between what Mike and I say are not of anybody else but ours. Yeah, he wanted out. He didn't want to.
No, I think there's just didn't AJ say there's a mutual understanding?
Yeah.
And didn't they pretty much stick to it all year, even in plenty of games where he could have got another inning?
Right.
So look, that's just what he is. And I love him. I'm not paying him.
No.
I'm not paying you for 6 innings. I'm not paying you for 100 pitches.
No, I had that conversation. And that is why I couldn't do it, because of that right there. Because that's one where you just kind of look at him like, hey, let's run this back. I got you, Skip.
We'll get to the callers momentarily, okay? Did giveaway. Callers coming up next. 97.1.
Brought to you by Moran Buick GMC. Lions defensive back Brian Branch has been suspended 1 game without pay after his post-game skirmish with Chiefs receiver Juju Smith-Schuster. The Red Wings had a 2-0 lead in the third period before Mason Appleton scored his first goal in a Detroit sweater after the game was tied 2-2. That was with just 45 seconds to go. They did lose Lucas Raymond in the second period with an upper body injury, did not return. Tigers president of baseball ops Scott Harris spoke with the media today to wrap up the season. He said a lot of the guys who were standouts in Double-A this season will see big league time next year, including top prospect Kevin McGonigal. Harris also said that manager A.J. Hinch was extended earlier this season. Michigan football coach Sherrone Moore said that running back Justice Haynes felt good after his ab injury in Saturday's game that sidelined him after the second quarter. At the Corwell Health Sports Desk, I'm Jeremy Otto. More at 6 or at 97onetheticket.com.
All right, let's get a couple of phone calls in the mix, and we'll go to Rico. A different Rico, 97.1.
Hey, guys, doing all right?
Yeah, Rick, what's going on, buddy?
Listen, I want to go on a rant here about these Tigers. What was it? Whatever night they played, I can't remember. They got me so
Friday.
mad. Yeah, whatever, which one it was. Why do we put Tommy Canley in? I mean, why don't we just throw Jack Flaherty until his arm basically falls off? Because if you're worried about winning and not having pitching for the next game, it doesn't matter because you have Casey Mize sitting on the bench, and if he were to pitch Sunday night against Blue Jays, that's 4 days of rest. He'll be okay. You throw as soon as Canley came in, I knew the game was over, just like you said earlier. As soon as he came in, the game was over. That we need to trade Skubal. We need to get pieces for him because we're not going to pay him, and I don't want him anyway. In the sense that he's getting older, in the sense that I don't want him.
Look, and understand something too, Rico, just so you don't get vilified and I don't, it's not about what I want. I would love to have Tarik Skubal retire as a Detroit Tiger, but it is just very clear to me, at least, his agent and he want to go to free agency and that this team isn't going to do what it takes to sign him. And I don't even know if it's a good idea to sign him, as you just said.
Right.
So you've put yourself in a lurch. I'm preparing myself that they may move him. I have to. I got to mentally prepare for that.
No, it's the moment I don't think anybody wants to hear or see, but, man, you're right.
Hey, when they didn't trade him a year and a half ago at the deadline, when they were 11 games out, they didn't trade him. And we said, okay, this is our Skubal window. They caught the Pixar Disney movie, Rico. They made the playoffs. They came back this year, they had the best record. And what did he decide to do? I don't believe in windows. Mm-hmm. And we're good. And it would have cost me some prospect nobody cares about. Okay. Well, now you've wasted the 2 best seasons Tarik Skubal will ever have. Mm-hmm. What do you got to show for it?
Well, I mean, according to him, the asking price was some players that actually played well in the playoffs. So
sure. Real easy to say. It's almost like it's the perfect alibi. No, I'm being serious.
No, you're right.
He can say it, and you can't prove him wrong, and he never has to acquit himself. He can just say it. So I don't want to hear it. I just don't care. It's much easier that way. I don't care. Your job is to win a World Series. You told this fan base, nah, I'm not trying. I'd rather hoard my prospects like rubber duckies. Okay, fine. Great. You have the prospects. Well, you blew the division, and we didn't get any further than we were last year. And once again, this subpar, hee-haw, Moneyball lineup cost us.
But you won more games.
Woo. Woo. Let's go to Sam, 97.1. Sammy, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on,
Good,
Sam?
Samuel.
So I just wanted to, I guess I was going to talk about Brian Branch, but just disappointing that he can't hold it together, and now we're going to miss him, and he's a critical piece of that defense. So now I'm definitely nervous, more nervous about Tampa Bay. But I did want to ask about the touchdown that was called back. So did they actually review it, or did they just talk, because if they do like the review and then they throw a flag, why don't they do that every time the Eagles do the tush push and the guard jumps? Because that's like every time they do that.
Here's what you're going to get offered, and I think you're being lied to. This is my opinion. The pool reporter asked about it, and they said that New York didn't buzz down. I think that's a lie, because I've watched goal line instances for 10 years now of reviewing every play. Sam, there's a handful like that, and they stick out like a sore thumb, and there was no flag. And then this mystery meeting's taking place. I'm sorry. That had script writers written all over it, because the Lions, I guarantee you, Sammy, I guarantee you, Campbell or Goff or the offensive staff, you meet with the refs pregame and you tell them, hey, this is our go-to play. Be on the lookout for this. Just like they did in Dallas when they told them, Skipper's going to be eligible. We're going to run this at some point. Just be on the look for it so you're not surprised and we don't get screwed. The refs knew that play was in the install. They knew.
No, I think what happened, Mike, and I have to do a deeper dive.
Did give away.
Goff didn't get himself set. What, David?
That's not what happened.
What happened?
What happened is they heard Terry McCauley, on the NBC broadcast say that should have been a penalty, shouldn't count, and then
That's
they
right.
said, "Oh
Well,
no!"
More
Buzz 'em.
accurately, Taylor Swift heard Terry McCauley. She grabbed the red phone.
There you go.
The red phone went down to the sidelines. It was a "Do you know who I am" conversation. Then they're like, "Oh bleep, what have we done? New York, save us." That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You weren't good enough to win last night, but yeah, don't tell me the script writers weren't out on that opening TD. Now, here's the other thing I would say. I want to make sure. I want to get back to Rico's good graces. How about we don't go Wildcat and throw a bobbling pass to our quarterback when you have a warhammer of an offensive line? How about you just run the ball? How about that?
Yeah. I'm just saying. You were going to go for it no matter what when you were down there. So turn the ball, hand it off to either Gibbs or, you know what, run a jet sweep with Amon.
Montgomery's right there. Just hand it to him.
But I believe he just wasn't set. I think the play works if Goff stops for a heartbeat and then the play goes off. It works.
Or it did work. And it was the scriptwriter stepping in and saying, we're not allowing this to work. We're not letting the Lions go 15 plays in 8.5 minutes, and we're not starting the night this way.
So do you mean the scriptwriters? Was the name of this script Detroit versus everybody?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Look, I just think when you
Signed
give the
every
refs a
line,
chance.
and then there was no penalties, bro. What about that?
Yeah, what about that?
Maybe they just played a more disciplined game.
Or scriptwriters?
No.
Rico,
no,
how many games this season has a
I'm
team not been called for a penalty?
Mike, here's the thing.
Did give away.
First week, Lions looked awful against Green Bay, right?
Yeah.
Dan Campbell, and I'm sure Morton and Shep, guys, we got to play better. They put a point of emphasis on playing better, and they did. They changed things up. Kansas City had 13 penalties, and I'm quite sure Andy Reid said, yeah, this is unacceptable. We need to play a cleaner game. And they did.
No, not to the tune of no penalties, and you know it.
Well, they did have one. The Lions didn't want
it. 0 penalties.
Let
the record show 0 penalties and a highly controversial goal line reversal.
Oh,
that's all it takes.
Man, you're better than this. You are so better than
Guess
this.
what? You can call me Jonathan Smith. I ain't better than nothing. Hey, if you're 65 or older, it's that time of year again. Time to review your Medicare health insurance plans. Annual enrollment is October 15th to December 7th. And with all the new changes, just call Mike Purpura National Benefit Plans. Over 30 years of experience in the health insurance game. Mike and his team will shop the entire market, and they'll find a supplement solution that's not only affordable, but fits your needs. Call Mike Purpura, 877-734-2200, or on the web at nbphealth.com. Remember, National Benefit Plans would like to be your health and life insurance agency for a lifetime. All right, we'll get a quick check at a ticket text. I saved the Scott Harris audio. Rico and Stoney will take you to tomorrow. I'll be back with you guys on Wednesday. Look, the Scott Harris thing isn't going to go away. That's evergreen. He said it at the deadline. We'll find out if he's right. No, he wasn't right. It bombed. And I truly believe any halfway meaningful move, whether it was another high leverage arm, whether it was a bat, whether it was a starter, and you're still playing baseball. I just believe it in my heart. And that last game was, I don't think the length of the game makes it great. I thought it was painful. I thought it was an exhibition in futility, both by Mr. Sprinkles, a.k.a. Dan Wilson, the manager of the Mariners, and by the Tigers. I mean, runners in scoring position and extras every inning, basically, and everyone was just like, I'm not in the mood. Why don't, here, you take it. I just, by the end, I'm like, can both teams lose? Could we have that type of rule? So we'll talk about it. But the audio, yeah, it's probably going to infuriate you, to be honest with you. So it's on him. Anything other than a bold off season, I don't know what we're doing here. I really don't. No. It's time. Yeah. Let's go win. Let's do this.
But that would mean that there is a window, and you're acknowledging the fact that there is a window.
Buddy, I got bad news for you. Okay? People can say whatever they want about whether they're willing to acknowledge a window or not, but there are windows. They're real.
No, I think what they're doing, I like the way they're thinking, Mike. You know what? Fred Warner's foot was not turned backwards. I don't believe it was.
Notice today, guys, I was just listening. Notice today that Scott Harris had a totally different take about the Skubal window. At the trade deadline, it was there's no such thing, which I would assumed infuriated Skubal, considering you begged him every fifth day to save your butt. But then today it was like, listen, I would be arrogant and tone deaf if I were to say we could have done this without Tarik Skubal. But then he quickly said, but everybody plays a part.
Yeah, no, hey, look, Reeks, I'm mentally prepared. Buckle up, because you know what Boris is going to do. He's going to start the trade my client routine.
All right, so what do you do? No, honestly, what do you do? Because you know you can't get what you really want for him, considering any team that trades for him, he's not going to extend with them. He's going to free agency. So what will you get for Tarik Skubal? Corbin Burns, Brewers got 2 top 100 dudes that are on their roster for the postseason, but they're not great. So your best time to trade him was 2 years ago, or do you just really think they're going to win and you keep him?
Look, if you keep him, it has to coincide with a bold offseason.
Which he hasn't done yet.
And that's the problem. No, but Jeff, you asked me the question. Yeah. I'm just trying to give you the best answer I can, man. Like, if I have to hear about these stupid prospects again, my head's going to explode. Like, yes, I'm excited to see Kevin McGonigal or excited to see Max Clark, whomever.
Sounds like they'll be up next year.
Well, potentially, after they manipulate the service time. And then are they any good? Is the growth linear? Are either of them simply going to explode onto the scene like Paul Skeens and dominate? Because if they don't, they're not helping me.
No, he's going to be on a very Wyatt Langford trajectory.
I'm not even bringing it up.
Harris did
say one thing. If you had Wyatt Langford's 5.4 WAR and a right-handed stick, yeah, I'd like to think you're still playing, but hey, I'm just a complete bleep hole.
Hey, I remember you two fellas doing this topic about 2 months ago. You guys were ahead of the curve. You said, should we bring Kevin McGonigal up, right? You did this topic, right? And he's in the Arizona Fall League right now, killing the baseball. But it's interesting because Stoney today asked Harris and Hinch about Gleyber Torres. 2 months, dude's playing with a hernia. So he hasn't been the same guy. So what were the better odds of succeeding? Maybe you bring up a McGonigal and you say goodbye to Gleyber, considering he's injured, but they'd never do that.
Reeks, how about in just this one game situation? How many at-bats you gave away with Parker Meadows, Colt Keith, etc.?
Riley Green.
You don't think McGonigal? You don't think McGonigal could have played a role there?
No, I'm with you.
We did the show. They're not, by their actions. I can't speak on what's in their heart. By their actions, they are not interested in winning.
So I want to be serious, and you're going to think I'm joking. Rico, Mike, you're going to think I'm joking, but I want to be serious just for a quick second. And I am being serious. So I went into the press conference today with a very low expectation. I thought he was going to be kind of arrogant. I thought he was going to pretty much say, I don't regret anything. The fact that he did say the negative narratives, we deserve them. I deserve to answer questions. The fact that he did actually say, I wonder if I should have traded for a bat. That was a win for me in my book. You know what I mean? That was
Yeah,
at least
but
acknowledging that he
here's his
understands he
reality.
screwed up.
He couldn't run away from it because people within baseball, I mean, I told you, one of my friends who works pretty high up with another team, even said it. That's the worst deadline I've seen of any contending team in my life.
It's hysterical because on one podcast, he was saying how happy they were to get Chris Paddock. Today, he told me that Paddock and Morton were not long-term viabilities, that they didn't trade for him for the rest of the season. They just traded for him to get through the season.
Then
why?
You know what?
Exactly.
See, to me, that's word soup, fellas. I'm just not interested. And great, maybe he owned up to it. Here's all I care about, and more importantly, here's what the paying customers care about. It's your move, Scott. What are you going to do? You going to go for it? We going to try to win this damn thing, or are we just going to collect Pokemon, aka prospects, for a day that may never come? So you figure it out. Show me. I don't really care about your words. I care about your actions. Show me. And they may have to, I know, respect. But look, I do think this will be the winter of trade Skubal. That conversation has to happen if you're a real organization.
Considering what he said after the game, he seems a little annoyed, considering there's no Tarek Skubal window. And by the way, and I did try, but the press conference ended. How about the organization kind of letting Skubal take the fall for not coming back out in the seventh inning? Because AJ said, oh, yeah, we discussed it. You're telling me dude retires 14 guys in a row, 10 strikeouts, biggest game of your life, must win, 101 miles per hour on his last pitch to the big dumper, strikeout, and he comes out? You're telling me he didn't campaign to stay in? There's no way that AJ takes him out of the game. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the question in, but now all of Detroit thinks that Skubal came out of the game.
No, but again, this is my opinion. I can't prove it. I'm not being accusatory. It's just what I feel. The mutual understanding that we've been told about multiple times. Yeah, here's the understanding. It's Scott Boras saying, this is what my guy will and won't do. Take it or leave it. That to me is what it is.
Yeah. I don't disagree. I don't. But my God, dude, if you're Skubal in that situation, you got to take the ball and say, I don't give a damn. I'm at 99 pitches.
And
they had the lead.
And if anything, it's like, you know what? I'm going to go out there one more inning. If you see I falter, run out to the mound, take the ball away from me.
Give me one hit. I allow one hit, yank me out. And by the way, Mike, what do you call Dan Wilson, by the way?
Mr. Sprinkles from Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mr. Sprinkles outmanaged A.J. Hinch in that seventh inning, and I can't believe that happened.
I think the Tigers just ran out of gas and ran out of players.
Why aren't you bringing out the lefty for Josh Naylor in the seventh inning? Yeah. Why are you allowing the righty to pitch
in the
to
seventh?
The lefty?
Yes, but if you're Mr. Sprinkles, you got a man on second, nobody out, twice in extras, and you don't bunt. That's dull
fair.
Idiot.
That's fair. I'm just saying 1 inning. He got him. 1 inning.
Hey,
Mr.
Rico,
Sprinkles.
I asked for a bunt. Hello.
I hear you, Mike. Hey.
Did
Mr.
give away.
Sprinkles. Say it again.
Every time there's a bunt, it's like an old school sports bar in Rico's basement. The sirens start going off. It's like free shots at the bars. MSU scored. Yeah, every time there's a bunt.
On his phone.
That's right.
The lights start flashing.
It's like, oh, there's the bunt alarm.
Rico's got pyrotechnics every time there's a bunt.
In the new basement.
He's got a fog
you had
machine.
Matrix do that, didn't you? Can you guys do anything for when somebody bunts? Thank you.
You know what? It's red, white, and blue lights that just start flashing.
That's right. That's right.
Now the cops aren't coming. No, bunt happened.
All right. What do you got next, buddy?
We're on for an hour until Lions review, so we're going to throw it all out there. There's Lions, there's Scott Harris, there's Tigers, there's Skubal. So it's pretty much a potpourri for an hour. Then Lions review. Then we'll be back at 8.
All right. I'll talk to you guys on Wednesday. Rico and Stoney got you tomorrow afternoon, 97.
Rico and Stoney.
Yeah. Planet Fitness offers high-value memberships that support any fitness journey. And right now,